North Vernon Wesleyan Church. I don't know how you are, where you're at, what you're doing, but hey, we're glad you maybe jumped in for this few minutes of conversation with Pastor Kory as we go together, as we still continue to walk through the 365 essential questions of the Bible. Yeah, 365. We're going to talk, we're going to walk, we're going to connect, and we're glad that we're here. But I want to remind you that we're here Wednesdays, Sundays. I'm here all the time. We love to connect with you, your friends, your family, your loved ones. I mean, we want to be a church where we function as a family of God, where Jesus is Lord and people grow, where every, not just one, but every individual is called out to carry the Great Commission. Every individual is called to be missional. So, hey, we'd love to invite you to come out here on Sunday mornings at 10:30 a.m. for worship experience. If you'd love to be a part of our youth and children's, come on out as well. We'd love to connect with you, your friends, your neighbors, your loved ones. I don't know if I've caught that and you caught that, but that means we want to invite people to come and be a part of this church. So, hey, we're gonna jump in this midday on our devotion. We're talking about personal responsibility, however you want to coin it. Ezekiel 18:13 says, will such a man live? See, Ezekiel 18 is the account of God refuting a proverb the Jewish people quoted during Ezekiel's days. This saying strong implied that the people weren't guilty and paying for their own sins, but were innocently suffering for the sins of their ancestors. God laid out the charges against a hypothetical man, the son of a righteous father who committed all manner of sin against the Lord and against the people around him. He listed the charges against these men, and then he asked Ezekiel if the man would live, followed by an answer to the question. No, God told Ezekiel, he will not, because he has done all these detestable things. He is to be put to death. Ezekiel 18:13. See, I like this, because true, the Bible teaches the people something, that our personal sin can carry with it consequences for our children. Sins that we can, right? Exodus 25 and Jeremiah 32:18 say that. But it also teaches that each of us are responsible for our own actions. So here, it tells us that none of us is without sin, and that none of us can escape the consequence of that sin, at least not on our own. See, the Apostle Paul wrote, all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, Romans 3:23, right? But he continued with the good news. He continued with walking, right? Part of the equation when he wrote, and all are justified freely by his grace through the redemption that came by Christ Jesus. So there's some personally responsibility here, personal responsible stuff of what shall man do, right? I mean, we know that family make problems and situations, and we know that there's generational sin that takes place, but we know that if we look at the scriptures and we look at what God is saying, he's talking about that there's, again, that teachable things that we can walk past, so we can break the bonds of those generational sins that take place, because we understand where the grace and the redemption and the work comes from. It comes from Jesus, comes from the cross. I don't know about you, but if you're looking for a church, if you're looking for a place, we'd love to see you at 10:30 a.m. on Sunday mornings. Yeah, there's more things that go on throughout the week. There's a lot that takes place in the life of the church, but we want to invite you out. Maybe that's just a nugget for you. I mean, I enjoy my time walking and connecting with people, and there's one individual that I ran across at Walmart. And we had a good, extensive conversation talking about some of this stuff. Like, he doesn't go to church, but he wants to know Jesus, and he struggles what to do, and he questions himself. And I simply just talked with him for a minute, maybe about 20. I say, hey, we're there for you. He just lives across the street, basically. just down the road. So I think it's okay to have those questions. It's okay to have those situations. But if we're in sin and we know that it's something that's leading us away from Christ, we need to stop sinning and look to Christ. Hey, again, I love you and I hope to see you.